But, you know, effects are great, but there's also those old wash things. You know, like you want to wash the band, or you want to wash the dance floor, or wash the walls. And what do we use for that? You know, what are you using? You're using par cans. Well, you know, you got these big old bulky silver par cans that you drag around in your car and they go dunk, 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 dunk.
Yeah.
You only get one color. You put a gel on it. So when you put the gel on it, you only get one color. You got to hate par cans.
Well, I got a lot of par cans. I can tell you, I've got a love-hate relationship with par cans. You know, they're great. They're bright. They're beautiful. But you know, you got one color. You know, and you got to have a whole bunch of gel capabilities. You know, have a whole bunch of gels ready to go for whatever you're going to light and whatever colors you're going to change to. And bulk, you know, they're big, they're bulky. Right. They don't weigh much, but they're bulky.
But also, because they're using a 110-volt lamp in it, they're using a lot of power. Okay, and big thing about power and eco-friendly.
You know, a lot of DJs, you know, I can only speak for the DJ industry in this case, but a lot of DJs don't understand power, don't understand wattage and amperage, and you know, you can't plug in everything into one outlet, and you know, there's my whole show. You know, it'll run for a few seconds before it'll, before everything will go black. You know, and a lot of guys don't understand that whole concept. So with par cans, you know, having to split your load or go into a place and find out at the last minute that they can't, you know, that whole building or that whole room you're in is on 1 or 2 circuits. Yeah. And, you know, maybe you need 5 or 6 circuits worth of power.
Well, what we've done is we've created a light that is small, compact, LED, gives you the same output as a par can, but you got over 16 million colors because you got RGB in there.
Sure.
Okay. So you got so many colors. You can light or truss. So if you want to do like we did here, you can light your trussing. You can also take fabric. So if you've got tables with fabric over it, you can put it underneath there and light the fabric up so you got some color changing. You can light a tree in the corner. You can light anything you want to light. It's so flexible. And it's only about this deep. So with that said, I mean, you know, why carry a par can anymore?
True.
You know, I mean, you got eco-friendly, very little power draw, very small and compact. You fit 4 of them in a briefcase. So what I want to do now is I want to take us over to Alan to show us the Splash 2, and we'll see what we think about it.
Super.
Okay. Take it away, Alan.
All right. Thank you, guys. What they pointed out a lot is the low profile, the flexibility, the overall size of the fixture. And I'd like you to take a look at it here sitting on the table. This is just flat, sitting on the table. As you can see, it is maybe only a few inches high, maybe 3 inches or so, and it's flat. Instead of using the par can, which would stand up to about here, if you're putting this, let's say, underneath a table to light the skirt, you would lose a lot of output with the light first starting to come out of the fixture up here. With this fixture, because it's so flat and such a low profile, the output actually starts right here. So you can put it just about anywhere and still not lose any output. Now, on the back side, I'd like to show you the double bracket system. The double brackets allow you to set it on a table, allow you to angle it, allow you to uplight some walls, uplight a tree, whatever it is that your imagination is thinking of. We just gave you the flexibility of doing so. Now, let's say you want to put it up on a truss. 2 brackets to choose from, put a clamp on it, put it up on your truss, and you've got 16.7 million colors at your fingertips. No more power restraints, no more gel changing. Everything is built right in. Now let's take a look at the connections on the back side of the fixture. They're recessed. That's a very important thing to know. Look at it sideways. The fixture, the cables don't plug into the top. They plug in to the back side of the unit. So let's say it's inside of a truss. The cables don't get in the way of you inserting the fixture or it being in the way for your trussing. And it's the same thing if it's underneath a table or wherever it is that you may put it. The cables are completely out of the way because it's recessed inside of the fixture. Let's take a look at a video of some of these fixtures in action, and you can see exactly what I'm talking about. While the video is playing, I'll go over some of the DMX channels with you. It's the same thing as the LED Splash 200B, except this is utilizing 350 milliamp or 1 watt LEDs, and there's 36 of them. It's very bright. The first channel is the mode, 2, 3, and 4, I believe are red, green, and blue. You've got color macros, so you can set it to automatic or sound active, all built into the unit. It's very compact, very low profile, and the video speaks for itself. Look at it lighting the stick of truss. You've got some washes on the outside, coloring the outside. It's really great. Without anything further to say, I'm going to pass things back over to Barry back in Studio A.
Well, Jeff, what do you think about that baby?
Well, Alan showed a really cool product, you know. to think that I could probably take in what one box of par cans is held in, I could probably hold a whole stage worth of lighting in a fixture that size. Part of what we do as event planners as well is that we do decorative lighting. The DJ industry, again, it's not just about the music. It really never has been when it comes to the party. It's about the atmosphere that you've given to the event.
The wow factor.
The wow factor, yeah,
there
sure.
you go.
The entertainment is not just the music itself. It's just that's one aspect of it. The lighting, the visual side of things, what you can deliver to a client is really important. Lighting is becoming more mainstream as it becomes easier, more colorful. More people will want to use it, and certainly one of the best ways to do it: lighting underneath tables, lighting up your backdrops, lighting up the walls. I mean, there's nothing more dramatic than taking away the orange chandeliers. I mean, because the light bulbs tend to glow orange when you watch them on a video. They tend to glow orange, or in digital photographs. They tend to have an orange glow, but with these bulbs and these types of lighting, you can literally bring the light out to the outer edges of the room and dramatically light up the walls and really create an ambience that not only is visually stunning, but because you can control it with your DJ system, with your lighting products, your DMX controllers, you can really make it part of your entire lighting production. So your dance lighting, your ambient lighting, can all be in sync and can make for a much more visual experience. Again, I mentioned earlier that in our company, we feel that what we're in the business of doing is creating memories.
Right.
And the memories are partially music, but they're a lot of experience. And by experience, I mean what's the experience that the guests have when they leave at the end of the night. And that's going to create the memories. The experience has to be equally visual as it is engaging and entertaining.
Well, I went to a party, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It wasn't your company, but the DJ had the lights set up. He had about, 4 moving heads or 5 moving heads, and he had them all moving right in the middle of the room. So I was like, well, that's kind of nice. I mean, it looks nice when I'm sitting here and nobody's dancing. Sure. But the minute people started dancing, well, there was nothing.
There was nothing.
There was no light. So, I went over to him and I said, let me play with your program. So I went and played with his program, and I put some lights on the wall. So it's important as a DJ not just to light the dance floor, to light the walls, light the room, make that impact. When you walk into a concert, you don't see all the lights that are just hitting the guy. You see the lights of the whole thing. So it's important for DJs to do that too. And I think this is one product that will actually help you to do that.
Yeah, I agree. And how low profile it is. I mean, Alan just mentioned that, that because of how short it is, that you can literally set it up on the flat base on top of that. I mean, if you tried to stand up a par can with a rounded back,
forget it.
It's a little hard. You have to sit there and make yourself
and then when
little wooden platforms.
And then when the little kid goes by and touches it and burns his hands, it's a whole other issue.
There's some liability there as well. Yeah. So a nice cool fixture that the LED would be, the low profileness of it, the low power.
Can't say enough about that.
You can't say enough about that. All those things combined make it a really smart product.
Well, we appreciate that. Well.